The gates of Underground are now open. Welcome, my children.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be covering everything added in Dysmantle's new Sunburn Desert update. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content surrounding the game, a subscription is the best way to do that. But for now, we have a lot to talk about. This new update adds the rather large region of Sunburn Desert to the game, as well as a bunch of new changes and fixes. There are also 3 new side quests that will aid you in uncovering certain mysteries the area holds. First up is figuring out what happened to a convoy that went missing. The convoy was supposedly carrying important cargo that was due to be escorted through the town of Pimaville. I won't go into too much details surrounding the quest, but I will say the Underground are once again a big player surrounding the truth. There's also a mansion that has a quest to find some buried treasure. But what's more important about that area is the radio in one of the rooms. It states that the Underground is now open. Come, my children. This might hint at 10 Tons adding the Underground section of the game soon, but I also feel like it gives the Underground a darker, almost cult-like tone that I initially thought was militant. Back to the town of Pimaville, there's also more graffiti in this area, each with their own colors. The words obey, jumble, and another mention of Zusto can be found on a building in Pimaville. My theory is that Zusto, if they are a person, could have a big role in the Underground. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You'll also be visiting Mandrake's diamond mine, which is where you can find the first train. This is a different train than the one I talked about last video, but it gives you a quest to repair it, which currently can't be done. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. What's even more interesting about this area though, is another radio can be found which gives us a clearer idea on what mana is and what it's used for. It states that the second mana effect, the cornucopia, mana can be used to transform any substance into any other substance. It's said that the effect requires digital electronics of modern age, also known as the fabricators. There's also another radio in Pimaville that tells us that the first mana effect is heat, and with the right catalyst, mana produces heat without losing its mass. So, we've learned a little bit more about mana today. But, could the Underground be transporting mana? And could the ones who are responsible for the graffiti also be trying to get their hands on it? It's all just speculation right now, but I'm excited to see where 10 Tons takes this. An archaeological dig site can also be found in the new area, although access to it is currently unavailable. We'll have to see what happens to this later down the line. Now, on to some other updates. The level cap is now 29, and there have been some great additions to craft, such as the safari outfit, which works the same way as the winter coat. It can be made out of cactus, cloth, and bone from level 26. You can also now craft a teardown efficiency upgrade, which will allow you to gain all the materials back from stuff that you built, which is a great addition. And one of the more destructive additions to this patch are proximity mines. These can be placed on the ground or thrown a short distance to cause some crazy damage. The amber pills have also had a new long press added to them, which, once you use them, you'll awake near the very first campfire. This is mainly to help people who've managed to soft lock themselves in a location. There's now also been a quest to install a deadly transmission to a link tower. Since mana beads are becoming more and more important, 10 Tons wanted to give a little hint to newer players that installing transmissions is something that you probably want to do. Now, onto some changes. The fur hat, cowboy hat, ice brick, and hot water bottle have all had their level requirements removed for a more intuitive side quest that triggers once the player meets harsh temperatures for the very first time. A number of food recipe effects have also been nerfed as they seem to be a little too good. You can now no longer build in tombs, and the builder's kit can't be used if enemies are too near or are targeting you. And that's pretty much everything that's been added in Dysmantle's new Sunburn Desert update. If you enjoyed, leave a like as it shows me that people are enjoying these update overviews, and subscribe to learn more about each major update as soon as it drops. That's all from me. I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.